Noswaith, good evening everyone. Croeso I San Steffan, welcome to Westminster. Aelod Senathol I Ynys Môn dwi. I'm the Member of Parliament for I Ynys Môn. Now I'm here with two guests actually. We've got Kristian from Cuffin Coffee and we've got Bethan McCrohan, who is the apprenticeship supervisor from Babcock at RAF Valley. So we've had two really special events today. We've had Taste of Wales, which Kristian has been showcasing some of his fantastic coffee to Secretary of State and MPs. And Bethan has been at number 10 Downing Street for a special event to celebrate amazing people like Bethan that do so much to support our young apprentices on Anglesey and further. So please do put your questions in the chat, but perhaps we could start with Kristian. So tell us about meeting the Secretary of State for Wales and the Taste of Wales event.
Yeah, so it was a great event actually. Just putting our product in front of all those people. The Secretary of State, we had a good chat actually for quite a while. He was very interested and he was very helpful. Pointed me in a couple of directions.
Oh, did he?
And, yeah.
What sort of tips?
Just people to get in contact with, and from there, we met a few of the more local MPs. So obviously Conwy MP, and it was crazy actually.
Yeah, you had your coffee machine there, and you had Connor who works with you.
Yeah, so I had Connor Hunter
coffee
with us, who was the pro barista. We didn't stop for 2 hours.
Really?
I think we done almost 100 cups of coffee. So it was quite
200 cups. Oh wow!
It was great.
Noswaith Jenna. Hi Phil. Hope 𝗟𝗶𝗿𝗃's looking really good tonight. Thank you for joining our Facebook Live. So what was the competition like? What were the other businesses? There was a lot of alcohol and chocolate, I noticed, and cheese.
Yeah, so there was the Snowdonia Cheese Company. There was Sparkling Wine Company.
Yeah.
That was really good. And then there was gin and a couple of ales. Wrexham Lager was there. And that was another coffee company was Sophie's Coffee.
Not as good as Cuffin Coffee. Not as good. Hi Lynn. Hi Lynn Moore. Nice to see you. Look forward to seeing you on the beach, walking the dogs soon. And what about you, Bethan? How was number 10?
It was great. It was really nice actually. So it was nice to see so many other people there who are enthusiastic and passionate about developing local skills. So lots of apprentices there as well, and past apprentices. And obviously a really good speech from the Education Secretary. Yeah. And she's a past apprentice herself, so very enthusiastic about it.
She is, and she's been to Anglesey. You met her before, haven't you, on Anglesey?
A couple of times,
yeah, absolutely.
She's always been very supportive.
And she came. Last year, Anglesey Day was all about apprentices, and Bethan was amazing, bringing all these young people for the island to our apprentices day, and the Secretary of State came along, didn't she? Yeah. Which was absolutely brilliant. Frederica, hope you're drinking some coffee. I'm actually I've got my I've got the same mug as last week, so thank you very much. Brilliant mug. Anglesey is my happy place. Blas Cymru, Noswaith Pal. Good evening, everybody. Stephen Williams, hello. Nice to see you, Stephen. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, Kristian, you've got a shop. You've got the Hive in Holyhead. You've got another shop just outside Holyhead, and you've also got the shop in Bringuran next to the 𝗟𝗏𝗏 Arms in one of those units there. So you really are sort of taking over in terms of these coffee shops. And you've got a fourth one, haven't you? Where's that going to be?
So we're excited to announce, I'm sure some of you might have seen already, but we're taking over one of the newly shelters, so it's an exciting new project under the Levelling Up Fund. So it's been surreal, this journey actually, because these shelters we used to use as football goals, and now they're going to be one of my new shops. So.
So when you take it, it's April next year, is it? That's right?
The goal is April, So
and there's going to be Anglesey Hampers, Rachel there, and then we've got Vicky from 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏, and then we've got Mike from More Nice as well. So nice, 4 of you. Yeah,
all local businesses as well, which is great.
Employing local people and so how many people do you employ at the moment?
So at the moment we're at 12, so we've got 8 full-time staff. and we have 4 part-time. And with the opening of the new place now, is going to lead to another 2 jobs, probably another 1 full-time and 1 part-time.
And you, Bethan, how many apprentices have passed through your fingers?
So aeronautical apprentices, we've recruited 65 over the last 8 years, working very closely with 𝗟𝗏𝗏, who now provide the aeronautical engineering course. So that means that anybody locally can join that course, and then given the opportunity then to come and work for Babcock at RAF Valley, or apply to some of our industry partners as well. So quite a few of those are still with us. The majority of them are still with us, actually working at Valley. All of the apprentices who have been successful on the programme have secured permanent posts.
Wow.
But we also have a few who have gone further afield, so we've got a couple in Australia and in other countries across the world. So it's great that their skills and their
Do they stay in
training.
touch? Do they like send you
They
messages?
do,
What do they
yes,
send you from
absolutely.
Australia?
Pictures of what they're doing and where they're staying,
Yeah,
just to make me
Welsh
jealous.
flags,
Yeah,
Welsh
exactly.
flags.
This is it.
Excellent.
One of them, when he got out there, put up his Welsh flag on his wardrobe. So I did get pictures of
Aye.
Welsh flags all over the world, which
Oh,
is
that's
really
so nice.
good.
You've
yeah,
got like a whole little
exactly.
family all over the globe.
It's really, really nice to see them developing. So
Yeah.
and to take those skills elsewhere, just I always make them promise they have to come home at some point.
Yeah.
So they have to bring those skills back to us.
So we've got Make It Your Businesses. I don't know if it's me. Could we all speak up a little bit louder? Yeah, I will try and do that. Let's have a look here. Let's see what I can do. Hopefully that is a little bit better. Brilliant. Charles Jones. Oh, Ken, we missed you at mine last week. You are more than to have a warm welcome to come along and join us. Hopefully you'll make the next one. So Kristian, you've also had, so in addition to the Levelling Up Fund, you've had money from the Community Renewal Fund that you've used your barista course, and also from the Safer Streets Fund. This is all UK government money that has come to the island since the island elected me, actually, to ensure that we've got good quality local jobs for local people.
Yeah, it's been a great time to be an entrepreneur on the island, and in Wales the amount of help, if you're willing to look for it, it's there. So like you said, we've had funding to run the youth programme during the evenings with the Safer Street funding. So usually in attendance we get 35 kids that would normally be hanging around on the high street. So, and they're super well behaved there, so
That's great.
that's really nice to see. And yeah, we've run 2 barista courses now, so alongside 𝗏, so the funding from the Community Renewal Fund. So it's just been, yeah.
So how many baristas have you trained?
We trained, so we've done 3, so 6, 18.
18! Well, mate, and also Kristian gave me a bit of a coffee making lesson, and we put, what did we put on it? Was it a wreath on it last time?
We attempted the swan.
We all know. We hope that wreath next time. Yeah,
Yeah.
we did a swan. Mine didn't look like a great swan. And then for you, so you've got quite a lot going on at RAF Valley to keep them all entertained. You've got a bowling alley, you've got a gym, you do various other things. What else?
Yeah, the beauty of the RAF Valley is that it's very much a community, so regardless of which of the contractors that you work for, so the apprentices obviously get the advantage and the benefits of working, second biggest employer on the island. And there's lots of sort of social activities that they can get involved in, as well as just general, day-to-day work that we do.
Yeah, excellent. And then we've got a question from Claire at Blas Cymru. Kristian, which countries do the beans come from? Will you ever go and meet the growers to see how sustainable they are in their growing and production processes? Because we've got quite a lot of there's quite a movement on the island to actually try and get produce that's economically and sustainably produced. And so to answer Claire's question, are you going to go and visit where they're from? Where are the beans from?
Yeah, so our house blend is Colombian and Brazilian Arabica beans, and we have a little amount of Vietnamese Robusta as well. So at this present time we haven't had the opportunity to go and see the farms, but obviously that's going to be on our list to achieve, and we hope to visit many more also and look for many different single origins and expand our product range.
I think your MP needs to come with you.
Yeah.
And also to visit all your apprentices.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So Chris Baldwin, Anglesey has been on its way up ever since you were elected. Oh, Chris, you You made my evening. Thank you. Thank you for our young people all through. That is fantastic, Chris, to acknowledge how hard Beth and Kristian are working for the young people. And Kristian, that brings me to sort of say, how what drives you? You work incredibly hard. Whenever I message you, you're always like straight back. You really are a fantastic entrepreneur. What is it that makes you stand out and different to other people?
I genuinely want to make Holyhead like a better place. Like, I've had to travel away for work before, and now, like, I've got 12 people like employed. That's what keeps me going, and I really do want to be like a big employer on the island and set a standard for people to follow in my footsteps. Just yesterday, I did some inspirational workshops at Bededden School, so trying to encourage the younger people to think of potentially starting businesses.
Yeah. What sort of questions did they ask you?
All sorts really. So stuff, how much does things cost? Like, what's the hardest parts? What's the best bits? And how did I get started? All of that sort of stuff.
And James Rigby, thank you for it says excellent. Keep up all the great work to Kristian and Bethan. Gillian Wright's watching. Chris Gillam's watching. Jack Owen, hi Jack. Elaine Fell, hi Elaine. Nice, really nice to hear from you, Elaine. I'd love to go riding on the beach again soon. And hi Claire, from Claire Price. And you heard what Kristian was saying, going into schools, and you go into quite a few schools as well, don't you?
Yeah, so I work quite closely with Careers Wales. They kind enough invite me to a number of their events. Yeah. So I was at Pontio last Tuesday with a group of my apprentices, right. Which is a Choose Your Future event. And it's a great event because the local schools, so we had about 350 local school pupils,
wow.
from the Gwynedd and Anglesey area, who came by in the afternoon, and then in the evening they had the opportunity to come with their parents as well. So a really good opportunity for people to get a better feel for what is out there and what opportunities there are for them. So similar to you, I go into sort of local schools. We get involved in things like mock interviews, so that we can go in and actually chat to them and let them know what employers want out there, so they've got a better understanding when it comes to interview time, building CVs, that kind of things.
Certainly. And we've got Make It Your Businesses. Hi Bethan, how many apprentices do you look after?
So we currently have 9 on programme, but obviously we've recruited 65 altogether. We've recently just started another 5 in September, so they're just starting their first year, so currently under training, lots of training. And then we've got 4 who have just gone into their second years, who were supporting me at Pontio last Tuesday. So it's all going full cycle.
And you mentioned like you go into the schools and you're seeing some of the people who've got apprentices that saw you first time around.
Yeah, and it's nice that some of the apprentices that we've had come off programme now actually met us sort of 8-9 years ago, where we did some of the careers drives. And obviously they were inspired by the apprentices that I had with me and decided that that's what they wanted to do. So went through the programme at Coleg Menai and then were successful in being selected by us. So it's really good. And I also have sort of cousins of or brothers of past apprentices who are applying and joining us as well. And that's really great because that just shows that the programme works.
Yeah, it's a whole team effort. Yeah. Kerry Davis-Jones. Kerry was my January, I think, hidden hero. She's a fantastic care worker and does a brilliant job across the island. Kerry, it's really lovely to have you watching. Jodie's watching. Hi Robin Webster, Bev Ward, Megan Dixon, I love Megan. Smashing it, Kristian. Hands down, the best coffee. Thrilled to use it in my shop. And to all the guys at the Hive are brilliant. Congrats on a new location in Newry. Meg, that's so Meg is from Becca's Meg on the high street and does some really good cakes. And I think she's definitely made some nice cakes for me. Yola Jones watching. Hi. Jan Pritchard, well done to Kristian. He's come far from the White Eagle days. Be very proud, Diane. What did you do with White Eagle?
Pot wash. We all got to start somewhere.
Thanks, Jan. Thank you for that. Hi, Paul. Paul Roberts is watching. Make It Your Businesses. Apprenticeships are the way to go. Excellent. We've got a few hearts from Kerry. Thank you. Pal's watching. Hi, Kelvin. Kelvin Furlong is watching. Kelvin's actually on Wednesday the 22nd of November. I've got my Anglesey Day in Westminster. It's my second one. Last year was all about apprentices and featured a lot of Bethan and her team and her apprentices. Now this year it's all about how Anglesey businesses are really punching above their weight to help deliver net zero. Our island received £2.7 million from the Community Renewal Fund recently, and part of that money is being used by Group Clendrid Menai and the Greener Edge to support companies across the island to help with their business plans. So like Mona Lifting in 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗘, helping them develop their business plan and put in things like solar panels. So lots of companies are coming to Anglesey Day in Westminster on Wednesday the 22nd, 2 till 4 in the afternoon. It's an open invitation to everybody across the island. So if you're a business, if you're an individual, if you're a school student, if you're a teacher, absolutely everybody is welcome to come. Just drop me a line, just so that I've got your details, and I can send you an invite. We've got Gaz Reese is watching. Hi Gaz, welcome. Croeso. Nathan Pritchard is watching. Hi Nathan. Who's your inspiration, Kristian? You've come a long way since the trailer. Who's your inspiration?
I don't know if it's someone. It's just genuinely just trying to make a better impact in the world. I know it sounds cheesy, but if you're just doing it for money, you won't be able to work as hard as you do when times are hard. So it's just setting a good example for the youth.
It is all about example, and my office in Holyhead, I think people are surprised it doesn't mention the Conservatives. I'm here to serve absolutely everybody. It doesn't matter how you voted, and I genuinely want to make tomorrow a better day for as many people as possible. And working with people like you, it really feels like it's a team effort. Jack Owen says you provide fantastic support for all businesses on Anglesey. Well done, Virginia Cuffed. You are a fantastic businessman and barista, but you do need to improve your city e-scooter riding skills. What happened there? Did you have an accident last night? Yeah. Go on, tell us about it then.
It's scary riding scooters in London.
I've not ridden one. I've ridden a bike, but I've not done a scooter.
Yeah, I wasn't very confident in the beginning. Let's just put it that way.
Are you better now?
Yeah.
Which one did you ride?
Dot.
Oh right, yeah. Nick Jones says best coffee at Cuffin. Tom Fisher, hi Tom. Nia's watching. George is watching. Matthew Cave. Tony. Oh hi Tony. Tony Potter's watching. Really nice to have you join us. Hope you are all well. So in terms of other questions, we talked about inspiration. Where do you think you'll be in 5 years?
In 5 years, I would have doubled the amount of stores essentially, year on year. So at least one every year. So hopefully another 5 stores, and grow our wholesale roastery. So keep that in Holyhead and grow that into a really large production unit, essentially hiring local people with skilled jobs. So how does the roastery actually work? Is it all automated and no, at the moment it's quite we've got quite a fancy machine. So, and then it's semi-automatic, so we have a lot of weigh and fill machines. So we roast the coffee, load it into the weigh and fill machine, and then it packages and then seals itself. So it is semi-automatic, but due to just our volume at the moment, we can't afford to go fully automatic. But that's ultimately the goal, is to scale up and become more productive in our.
So do you determine the blend? Is it a bit like with perfume, you have to have a nose for perfume, or is it like wine, you have to, you do those blends, or whiskey or things like that? Is it you actually, Kristian, determining the blend and the type of the coffee? Is it your taste and your sort of...
So we tasted a few of the separate coffees and then get the characteristics from each of those, and then just come up with an idea of what we think will go well together. And then it was a case of picking the 3 coffees that we chose and getting the ratios between those right. It took about 2-3 months between myself, Connor and James, and now our house blend has received a 2-star Great Taste Award also.
Absolutely. So Hansy's watching. Dylan Jones, hi Dylan. John Chamber, hi John. Really nice to to see you online. Imelda Gosling, Chris Williams. Hi, Chris. Make It Your Business says, you're both inspirational. Have you enjoyed your day in London? What was your highlight? Not Bethan, what was your highlight?
Oh, good question. To be honest, you were kind enough to get me to sit in the chamber for a short while. So that was
a levelling up.
Personally, so from a personal perspective, that was actually really quite good to actually experience that.
Well, you weren't behind.
No, I wasn't behind the screen.
No, you were like,
exactly. It's amazing how friendly people are here. I have to say, everybody that I've encountered around Westminster are just really, really friendly and very chatty.
I think people are very surprised that a lot of my friends are Labour MPs, and we really work cross-party. And some of the legislation that I've done for sort of banning the import and export of shark fins, and working with Labour MPs, because I think that is really important that we work together. That's the best thing for the country. And I think sometimes that actually surprises people when you see how many friends I've got of the opposition. We have got Gareth Wynne Williams is watching. Oh, Justy Williams is watching. Could Cuffin collaborate with one of the local ice cream producers? Fingers crossed. Oh, is this for coffee? Is this for coffee flavoured ice cream? Is this what you're saying, Justy Williams? Maybe she's. Do you do? Yeah, I don't know. More nice? Would he? He just does like vanilla though. Does he? Doesn't do different. Does he do different flavours? Mike?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I've only ever had a Mr. Whippy from here. I don't know. Gareth Wynne Williams, Cledwyn Williams. Hi, Cledwyn. Plaslanfa, good idea. Affogato on the menus. Oh, I love affogato. Mon Hovenya and Cuffin. Sam Fielding's watching. And yeah, that's great. So, Kristian, tell everybody. I wrote a letter on your behalf recently, didn't I?
Yes. So we're working on potentially selling coffee in Westminster. So in the staff lounges and potentially in the gift stores. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So not just there's not actually a staff lounge. So we've got a tea room, and there's a few sort of like coffee shops across here that everybody goes to. But I think if it went into the shop, I think that'd be fantastic to sell. Honestly, if we were selling Cuffin coffee in this shop, we're like, oh, it'd be great.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest tourist attractions.
Yeah.
So.
I just think it'd be great for the whole island if you were doing that. We've got Lavinia is watching. Hi, Lavinia. Taylor, Jackie Blackwell. Hi, Jackie. Lovely to see you. Lynn Moore says, wow, congratulations, Seppo and Dewi Jones. So Bethan, what was it that drove you to want to have this career? What was it that was in your mind? You thought, this is what I want to do.
To be honest, I've worked under the training function at RAF Valley for Babcock for a long time. So developing people, I love what I do, and I get a lot of satisfaction out of seeing the apprentices actually develop over the course of the programme, and then obviously develop further as they develop their own careers, and actually watching them then become supervisors and onwards. I think that for me is massively, it's a huge amount of job satisfaction for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we've got Sue Braisdale. Oh, Sue, can you drop me an email? I would love to have a catch up and a Panad with you, please. Please. Drop me an email with your mobile number. Oh, Gillian Metcalf, one of my favourite people. Gillian, are you around on Thursday the 30th of November? Please, if you are, that'd be great to see you and Anthony Ward and also Lisa Hooton. I'm going to try and get the three of you partners in crime together Thursday the 30th of November. Steve Jones is watching. Hi, Steve. Oh, Mark Davis. Hi, Mark. Really, really fantastic to have you here, Mark, and thank you for all of the support that you give me. So both of you work very, very hard. Kristian, what do you do? What do you do to relax?
Ride a bike for hours.
Do you?
Yeah, no, that's exercises, and then just relax. So once you've exercised, it's easy to lay on the sofa for a couple of hours. So
what you watch movies and sort of.
Yeah, watch movies, YouTube, standard basically.
Yeah. But and do you like go for a walk on the beach, get some fresh air?
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky enough to live near the beach, so I regularly walk along the beach. Yeah,
that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And then what about you? What do you do to relax?
Similarly, actually, I walk.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of walking. I have a group of people that I go walking with twice a week, and obviously I have the dog that I'm walking with. So that's.
What sort of dog have you got?
I have a pug crossed with a Shih Tzu.
Oh.
So yes, indeed.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a pug Tzu.
What's he
So
called?
he looks like Chewy. He looks
Chewy.
like a bit of squirrel.
Chewy.
So, yes,
Oh,
indeed.
excellent. Great. We've got Griffiths, Kerry watching, Gethin Williams, I'm not sure what I mentioned. He ran past Blas Cymru on the Ring of Fire. Albert's watching, 𝗟𝗓𝗏 Mara is watching. So, Kristian, tell us about the Holyhead Marathon next summer.
Yes, so part of our branding is like promoting adventure and just getting outdoors, enjoying life. So myself, along with 2 other local businesses, so 𝗟𝗓𝗏𝗶 and 𝗩𝗶𝗿𝗏, and manager of 𝗟𝗜𝗊𝗘𝗃, James Harper, we've taken over the 𝗄𝗶𝗁 Coastal Marathon, which is the coastal path around Holyhead, and it's almost a perfect marathon. I think it's just over 26.2 miles, and you're covering like coastline, sandy beaches, pebble beaches, forests, mountains, all of that. And we're just trying to promote the island as an outdoor destination for Anglesey, and just to gain more tourists to come and appreciate what we have, and to encourage the youth to get in there. So we're promoting little kiddies races during the day on the race as well, just to get them involved from an early age.
Excellent. And so if people want to get it, so what date is it? Date for the diary.
August the 3rd.
August the 3rd. What day of the week's that?
Saturday.
Saturday, August the 3rd in the morning. I guess it'll be all
10
day.
a.m. is
10
the start. So
brilliant. And can I be one of the officials? Do they come?
Yeah. We'll get you
I'll hand out water. I'll hand out water.
We've been sponsored as well, and you've kindly donated,
one of those sponsors,
which is amazing, because all of the proceeds do go to the local RNLI in Holyhead and 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏. So thank you very much.
No, I mean, it really is a team effort. So if people want to help with sponsorship or help with anything, then please do get in touch with Kristian or myself. That'd be great. We've got Alan Jones watching, Rashid, Frederica, lovely to see you, Frederica. Joan Povey, Mark Davis again. Managed to catch you live at last Virginia. Keep up the great work for the island. Thank you so much, Mark. We've got another Mark watching. Stephen, hi Stephen. Good broadcast, but the volume is a little bit low for an old guy with hearing. Oh, sorry to hear that, Stephen. We'll try and improve our diction for you. Kashif and Williams are watching. So, did you grow up on the island?
I did, so I'm born and bred. So I live in 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏. My parents still live in 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏. So I went to 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏 school and then to Bethan school. So so Welsh first language.
Oh wow, fantastic. So I think all of the things that you're trying to do and Kristian's trying to do, and I've just launched a campaign for local jobs for local people, because that's the best thing that we can do for our island and for the Welsh language and for our communities. When I go to see when I go to Hinckley, for example, down in Somerset, and I meet some of the apprentices actually from the island and from Gwynedd, and they always say to me, Virginia, we want to come back, and these are Welsh speakers, so I'm just determined to do everything that I can to make sure we've got these local jobs for local people. And I took a nuclear company around the island last Friday in the pouring rain, and I actually got them to sign up to commit to if they invest on the island, to having local jobs for local people. I've actually got 𝗄𝗏𝗏𝗏, a Korean company, coming for the second time to the island. We're going to be staying at the 𝗟𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 Hotel and hopefully going to Ocean's Edge for dinner, but I'll be taking them around the island. Antonia's watching, Naresh is watching, and Tom Davis. Hi Tom, nice to have you join us. So in terms of events in the diary, so I mentioned Wednesday the 22nd of November is my next Anglesey Day in Westminster. Everybody is invited. I've got around 14 companies will have stands. It's a great opportunity to showcase how Anglesey, we're really punching above our weight in terms of how we're working to deliver net zero. Then on Friday the 24th of November at 𝗄𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, I've got my third Freeport seminar. That's 10 till 12 at 𝗄𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 in the morning. Please do come If you can't come along to something, one of my face-to-face Freeport seminars, do jump on my Facebook Live from last week. That will be around for another 30 days, I think. Have a look at that. We went through the presentation, we had a Q&A. It was a really good resource to find out how you and businesses and everyone can benefit from Anglesey having a Freeport. Then I'm just trying to think, there's a big fundraiser for the Menai Bridge Museum on the 19th of January that I'm supporting, and then in February we've got Thursday the 8th of February at Braid's Bistro at the Golf Club in Holyhead. We're doing a big fundraiser with the 𝗟𝗓 Môn, a fantastic team there for the Maritime Museum in Holyhead. And then on the Friday the 9th of February, working with our brilliant GWP team on the island to do a disability confident jobs fair. What this is supporting companies so that they can reach out and support people with disabilities. And I have got the Secretary of State for DWP, Mel Stride, actually coming along. He'll also be at the fundraiser on the Thursday night. Since the island elected me, I've had 20 ministers have visited our island and 2 prime ministers. And you've seen, I'm actually on the ministerial corridor, aren't I? Yeah. So I bump into a lot of ministers on a regular basis, and I'm always getting them to come to the island. We've got Rosa's Mobile Vets is watching. Hi, Rosa. Nigel Ellis. Nigel's great to have you on board. And we've got Dewi Roberts. Thank you, Dewi, for joining. Right, so if anybody would like to come as my guest to PMQ's Prime Minister's Questions, or they'd like to come and visit me here in Westminster, the majority of my team are based in Holyhead, so I love having the company. And if you'd like to be my guest on my sofa, or if you're a business and you'd like to be my Panad with Virginia, you can either be on my sofa or we can do it remotely from the island, and I can magically zoom you in. But thank you everybody for joining tonight, and thank you for all of your brilliant questions. But most importantly, thank you for my fantastic guests, Bethan and for Kristian. You've been absolute superstars. You've been really wonderful. Bendigedi. Diolch yn fawr.